Hey, what's up, y'all? If you can share this, that'd be awesome. Just press share. It takes no time below. You know, lately it's just been one of those days for me, just personally. I want to be super transparent. There's a lot of things going on in my life. Nothing bad, but some situations with people close to me that's breaking my heart. And just in general, I'm the strong friend, right? I'm the strong person. So I get a lot of problems, a lot of feedback. You guys hit me up all the time. What's going on in your life? And more than ever, there's so many people who aren't happy. There's so many people who are depressed in their life. And trust me, I know how it feels, man. Like, I go through my times where I'm depressed. I go through my times where I'm like questioning God. I go through my times where I'm just like, man, am I worth anything? Yes, me. So I want you to know it's human, it's normal. Because oftentimes we think our pain is special. And I'm not trying to be insensitive to your pain, but your pain isn't special, right? Somebody somewhere has been through what you're going through, is going through what you're going through, and is going to go through what you go through, has conquered through, has healed from, has recovered from. And you have to hold on to that piece of faith, guys, because too many times we depend on happiness, right? We want happiness. We feel like if we don't have certain things, and I'm going to tell you a few things. I should have numbered these out, but there's a few things why I feel like we're so depressed at times, why we're not happy. At least I figured out with my life. Number one, not no particular order, but a lot of times we aren't appreciating our life, right? We're so good at focusing on what we don't have. And I get it. Sometimes we're going through sicknesses that suck. We're experiencing things that are unfair. We're like, God, why me? And I just realized this with my life, that doesn't serve you. And I'm not trying to be like an over optimistic person, but when I change my mindset from why me to why not me, like wherever I'm enduring this season that I'm in, I'm going to get the most out of it because I know the purpose is greater than the pain. I know the purpose is greater than the confusion. I know the purpose is greater than the loss. I know the purpose is greater than the setback. And I know it's hard when you're in the storm. But look at this beautiful nature. It took a storm. It took rain to grow this beautiful scenery, to grow this beautiful environment. And oftentimes in our life, it takes those things. It takes the hard times. I wish it didn't. It takes the losses. It takes people walking out of your life. It takes things that just pop up and punch you in the face. But that's when your faith is tested. That's when your faith is built. Because my friend, your life is bigger than you. So the first thing I want to talk about is a lot of times, it's appreciation, but also it's comparison. We're oftentimes comparing our life, especially on social media. We look at online and we say, oh man, like I don't have that, so I'm not happy. Oh, look at their relationship. It's picture perfect and they're smiling. Oh, my relationship sucks. Oh, I don't have that many followers online. Or when I go live, I don't have 4,000 people. Oh, I must not be making an impact. And you sit there and you judge your life based upon somebody else's life. You judge your life based upon what you see. And too many times, the reason why we're not happy because we're dependent on what's happening in our life to provide the happiness to our life. We're dependent on what's happening in our life to provide the happiness to our life. And if you live a life dependent on happiness, I promise you, you're going to live a very depressed life. You're going to live a very up and down life. You have to learn how to create your joy. You have to learn how to create, quote unquote, your happiness. You have to learn how to stop comparing your life and start appreciating your life. A lot of times we're not happy because we're holding on to things we need to let go of. A lot of times we're not happy because we're saying what it's going to be. We are controlling our future in a way of saying, okay, my life is not going to be anything. Oh, God doesn't love me because I lost this relationship. Oh, my dream failed, so there's nothing more to my life, so I want to end my life. I want to tell you right now, and I'm not just saying this because it sounds good, but there's more to your life than the things that you're currently going through. I know 2020 sucks. I know 2020 is a struggle, but guess what? You can still appreciate 2020 because there's somebody somewhere that doesn't have the life, that doesn't have the breath right now to be watching this live. There's somebody somewhere that is in a worse situation than you. There's somebody somewhere that wishes and is praying that they could be in your situation. And I know that might not make it easier, but when you start to realize how blessed you are, when you start to realize that everything is a gift to your life, even the things that seem like curses, when you use those things, when you allow God to use the things for the plans of your life, the things that you don't understand, because that is faith, my friends. We live too much on trying to understand. The reason why we're not happy because we're trying to allow our understanding to make us happy. Let me tell you something. With the plan that God has for your life, it doesn't work off of your understanding. You're not going to understand it. It's not going to make sense. I couldn't constructed this. Looking back, I see how the dots connected, but I couldn't predict it where I'm at. Where I'm at right now, back in my future, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, shoot, even a year ago, I couldn't have predicted these things. But you know what? I control what I control. I became grateful. I became thankful, even for my hard times, even for my struggles, even for my setbacks, even for my sicknesses. I'm giving praise every single day because you don't understand and you don't know what actually is happening for your life. We live by this. We live by what we see. What we see is not always the reality. It's our perception of the reality. But none of us knows what's truly happening beneath the surface. None of us knows why we had to experience that bad thing to bring something good out of it. None of us know that. I can name so many gifts in my life, so many blessings in my life that came from a bad moment. Rehab time came from a bad moment. My kids at that time, the first kid came from an accident moment. I know a lot of things that's happened in my life that didn't make sense, that ended up making sense, that saved my life. And so I just want to just with passion, man, because too many people are giving up. Too many people are throwing in the towel. Too many people are saying my life is over. And when you make up your mind, when you do that, your life is going to follow. There's no way to get out of that. There's no way to get out that perspective. There's nothing I could tell you if you're choosing to depend on motivation, if you're choosing to depend on your reality of life, if you're choosing not to operate in faith, there's nothing I could tell you. You're going to keep experiencing the same things over and over. And some of us, let's be real, we're unhappy because our environment sucks. Let's be honest. The people around our life sucks. The people around our lives are draining us, are making us toxic. I was going to talk about relationships on this video, but I wanted to give it a break. But I'm going to just kind of go on this. We're around situations that suck, okay? We're around situations where people don't pour into your life, they take from it. We're around situations where people don't speak greatness in your life, they speak failure into your life. They speak you're not nothing. They tell you without me, you will be nothing. They tell you that, oh, you suck. They tell you that, oh, that's not going to happen for your life. And you keep your life around that. My friends, as I get passionate as I leave here, it is on you. I get it. It's hard to make decisions. Trust me. I make hard decisions every single day, but it becomes easier when you know the life that you want to live. It becomes easier when you get clear. You get clarity on where you want to go with your life and what you want to feel with your life. Facts. You got to stop depending on life to make decisions for you. You got to stop waiting on somebody to change. You got to stop waiting on things to be perfect, to go create, to go start something. Some of you are going to spend your whole life waiting. And you're never going to feel that joy because you spend your whole life waiting. Things in my life right now are not perfect. I am overwhelmed right now. But you know what? I'm choosing to see that as a blessing because I remember the days when I had nothing on my plate. So I'm doing the things necessary, like going out in nature. I'm disconnecting. I'm doing the routines and habits necessary to be able to handle the things that are on my plate. I got to do my part. And so I get it. Your faith has been tested over and over and over again. Sometimes we got to look at our life too. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations. We blame God, but sometimes we put ourselves in situations. We don't want to talk about that because oftentimes we don't want to take responsibility over our life. We like to just point the finger and blame everybody else. You got to do your part. Praying, hoping, all those things are a first step. Belief, but if you truly believe in what you're praying for, you will actually take the step to do your part. If you truly believe in better health, guess what? You will take the step into creating better health for your life. Once you make the move, God will then move with you and for you. I promise you that. But you got to be willing to take the step because the step shows God that you trust him. Even when you don't even know if the bridge is sturdy or not. You're trusting God to lead you to a place because you trust him. And the more you trust God, the more you unlock the power that he has for your life and in your life. That's facts. That's not an opinion. That's not something I think sounds good. That's something I've experienced and lived. I'm not a person talking to you from a place of I think. I'm talking to you from a place of I know through my experiences. The reason why you're not happy is because you're comparing your life. You're dependent on happiness. You're holding on to things that's stripping you. You're dependent on your reality of life instead of faith. And you're not understanding that everything is working for you, man. We can use an excuse, and some people on this live can be like, Trent, but you don't understand. I get it. If you want to live, but you don't understand life for the rest of your life, that's on you. And I don't understand it. But I do understand this. Doing the same things, accepting the same things, having the same mindset is not going to do anything for your life. Staying in the same situation that you know sucks is not going to do anything for your life. It's facts. I know I'm being very passionate, but y'all know me, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm going to give it to you straight up and real. Take care of your health. You know, I know there's only so much we can do, but take care of health. I'm actually in a 30-something hour fast right now. Just got finished running 4 miles. You know, people always say, you need food, you need food. That's a whole nother story, guys. That's a whole nother story. We need to fast. Fasting is necessary. Fasting from certain foods, fasting from a lifestyle, fasting from the things that control you, from a spiritual standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and from a physical standpoint. Fasting is very key, man. And I just ran one of my fastest time, fasted, and I feel great. Sometimes we're not happy too because of things that we eat, but I'm gonna start losing people when we go there, all right? I'm gonna start losing people. Get off the merry-go-round, that's right, exactly. We always say, my quote that I always said is, sometimes we live life like or treat our relationship like a revolving door, leaving just to come back to the same reasons we left for. And it's true. I'm not saying things can't change, man. I believe in change. I believe in growth. I believe in people making mistakes and people growing from it. But you got to want it. You got to really want it. And some of us, we're not clear on our life. And I say that because there was a point in my life where I wasn't clear. But over this last year, especially during this quarantine, I got very clear on my life. What I want, what I don't want, what I want to leave here when I leave this earth, how I want to be a father, a husband, how I want to be a servant, how I want to show up for my community. I got very clear on what I want to do. Some of us, we just aren't clear. We're like just living life. And when you live life, life is going to take you where it wants to take you. So for some of you, Monday, stress shows up at your door and you allow stress to lead your life because you have no routine. Some of you, you allow greatness to lead you because you have a routine. So that's a lot of other stuff, man. If you want to really dive in deep with me, there's other ways to do that where we actually get tactical. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. A lot of you just want to hear the emotional piece and really spark your emotions and make you feel good, which is a part of it. I'm not a calculated speaker. When I said I'm not one of these people online that's a puppet that just, I care. And that's why, not bragging, but I can go in any environment and impact lives. Doesn't matter. I go to the hood of Hollywood. It don't matter because I really live this. And I don't mean perfection, but I really live growth. I really live the things that I talk about. I really believe in it and try my best to live it. So just know, I hope I inspire you and let you know that, you're enough. We allow this world society to make us think that what we have is not enough. And just take my life as an example. You don't have to do what I do, but just take my life as an example. Literally, I've been able to help change the world with you guys' help through a cell phone. That's all I had. And my message, that's all I had. And I started 10 years ago. And we're still going strong. We're still rehabbing the world. So take it from me that the only impossibilities that exist are the ones you create. I've been coming on live a lot more too. Y'all gotta give it to me. And the reason I've been doing it, my promise, and this is for y'all that stay, and I gotta get off of here, so I gotta record a podcast. But my promise was, I love doing this. I love interacting with y'all. I love going live. I love creating videos. I love creating content. That's my unique ability. That's what I love to do. And so running miles, I like doing it, but I don't love it. I wasn't motivated to get up early this morning and do work and come out here and run these 4 miles in the rain. But the reward of me, this is where I record my videos. So the only way I can record videos, I made a promise to myself over the last month, is I have to do it in my run. So it makes doing the things that I don't want to do more pleasurable because I get to do the things that I want to do from doing the things I don't want to do, if that makes any sense. But that's a good way, guys, to stay consistent in things that are hard for you to stay consistent at, right? So place the reward in the middle of the thing that you don't want to do. So, guys, I'm about to finish protecting my peace, finish talking to God. And I just wanted to share this message, man, of faith. And hopefully it spoke to some hearts because it was on my heart to share it. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. And keep my mom in y'all's prayers, man. Without getting to it much in detail, for you guys that have been following me, my mom has been battling cancer for a while. And just keep her in your prayers, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to make a video over it about how, you saw Chadwick, if I was saying his name right, Black Panther, inspiration. Nobody knew what he was going through, and people were making fun of him, talking about his weight loss. And he recorded 7 movies while battling cancer and chemotherapy. And it just made me realize, man, that everybody is fighting a battle that you can't see. Everybody's fighting a battle that you don't know about. That's what links us as humans, is that we all have our struggles. And you never know how hard that battle is for someone, despite how easy it may be for you. And so if you can, reach out to somebody that you love, somebody you haven't talked to in a while, because even more than ever, suicide rates are high, depression is high. And sometimes people just need to hear, Just they know that they cared about. They don't need to hear nothing, just to know that they cared about. And, check up on your strong friends. I appreciate the people in my life that check up on me here and there, because I'm always the one giving to everybody else. But, I got my battles too. And that's one of my battles, my mom's battle. And it's tough, really tough, man. So I just know there's power in prayer. There's nothing too powerful for the power of prayer. So if you guys could continue to pray, not just for her, but for everybody, because that's what makes our experience as humans alike, because we all go through it, man. And we can just see that in others and help each other and be there for each other and lift up each other. This world will be a lot better place. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.